Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Hazil Devi Tejai, matrix number H21A2064. Today I want to present about abstract for our group assignment. The assignment focuses in Mr. Hadi business transaction by accounting for the transaction to require the ledger account and used to prepare the trial balance for the business. The debit balance value will be listed in the debit column of the trial balance and the credit value balance will be listed in the credit column. Therefore, Mr. Hadi has offered the stationery mart and has started the business with his own equity. Hence, in our group discussion, we have prepared the statement profit and loss for Mr. Hadi business. It presents a picture of company's revenues, expenses, gain, losses, net income and earning per share. Apart from that, we also prepare the balance sheet statement, which is a financial statement that tells about the asset, liability, and equity of Mr. Hadi business at a specific point of time. After we prepare a full set of accounts, we also prepare the usefulness of the statement of profit and loss and the usefulness of the balance sheet statement for Mr. Hadi's stationery business.
Introduction. Accounting is a critical role in any firm and is extremely vital in everyday life and in business. Accounting aids in the process of decision making, planning, and control. As a result, the company will require accounting because it will supply information about the company's operation. The executive of a corporate organization cannot make the best decision without adequate accounting. Aside from that, accounting provides manager with information on the company's financial position such as loss and profit, cost and profit, liabilities, and assets. This will result in increased productivity because management is aware of the suitable decision and transaction plan in the firm. The objective of this study is to expose students to the concept and theory of accounting, financial statement, and the accounting profession. After that, pupils will be able to recognize component classification and do proper recording. Students will be able to create financial statement, income statement, and balance sheet utilizing the account concept by the end of the
Next, I will describe about the journal. A journal entry is used to record a business transaction in the accounting record of a business. A journal entry is usually recorded in the general ledger. Alternatively, it may be recorded in a subsidiary ledger that is then summarized and rolled forward into the general ledger. The general ledger is then used to create financial statement for the business. You can see the journal that is on the slide for your understanding. Ledger is a book or collection of account in which account transaction are recorded. Each account has an opening or carry forward balance and will record each transaction as either a debit or credit in separate columns and the ending or closing balance.
Firstly, a trial balance is a list of all the general ledger accounts which both revenue and capital that contained in the ledger of a business. So for the trial balance for Mr. Hadi business transaction, Mr. Hadi started business with cash by debit with around 31,900. Mr. Hadi also opened a bank account by debit with 6,500 and Mr. Hadi has sold for his business RM 31,000 by credit, while Mr. Hadi purchased stationery from RM 1,000 from Bharat Stationery Mart for debit and credit. For debtor, it is RM 3,000 ringgit by debit and the capital could be RM 42,000 ringgit that made by credit. Mr. Hadi bought a food furniture from Modern Furniture for RM 10,000 by debit and credit. Hence, for purchased good for cash is RM 15,000 by debit and Mr. Hadi has bought a machinery from RM 6,000 and payment made by check. Therefore, goods returned by Zahir Khan is for RM 2,000 by debit. Mr. Hadi also had withdrew from bank for personal use RM 3,500 by debit, while withdrew bank for office expenses RM 10,000 ringgit made by debit. Mr. Hadi commission received by check. Our credit is RM 5,000 ringgit. Hence, for paid electricity bill RM 1,000 and payment made by debit. So for the total of trial balance for debit and credit by Mr. Hadi business transaction is RM 89,000 ringgit.
My name is Nur Amrina and my matric number is H21A2367. I want to tell about the statement profit and loss account. Profit and loss account for the years ended 30 June 2021. For the sale is 31,000, last sale return 2,000 and get 29,017. For the cost of goods sold, is the item is purchased 15,000 and for the when they want to get the gross profit 29,017 minus 15,000 and get the 2,017 for the gross profit and plus commission 5,000 equal 18,017. For the expenses, the item is furniture, machinery, electricity bill. The three item is get 16,100. And the cost of goods sold minus 16,100 and get for the net profit is 1,917.
This is balance sheet for business of Mr. Hadi as at 30 June 2021. And the first is a paid asset And in the pay asset, we include furniture and machinery. After that, we go to the current asset. And current asset, we have debtors, bank, and cash. After that, we go to the less current liabilities, barang stationery mart. Next, we go to the working capital, and after that, we go to the finance by, which is capital and drawing. And lastly, we go to long-term liabilities, which is modern furniture. And the total of the balance sheet as at 30 June 2021 of business Mr. Hadi is 56,400.
The usefulness statement, the profit and loss. The profit and loss important because it can determine the gross profit and loss of the business after taking into account all revenue and expenses. Profit and loss also can help our firm to do decision making. Next, profit and loss are used to identify the financial performance of a business. With this statement, we can analyze the company performance whether it has improved or not from year to year. Then, the statement profit and loss used to meet statutory obligations. It can help in evaluating a figure required for filing statutory tax return. Lastly, this statement can formulate requirement formalities. A profit and loss statement for a few years is must the business want to borrow funds from bank or financial institution.
The usefulness of balance sheet statement. The first is the usefulness of balance sheet statement in determining whether or not working capital is sufficient. For example, those working capital is defined as the difference between current assets and current liabilities. If the completion yields a positive result, the company is still doing well. When, if other hand, the calculation becomes negative, the company is in trouble. The second one is the balance sheet can be used to determine the net worth of the business. The true value of an entity is defined as in net worth or calculated by the difference between total asset and total liabilities. The third view is the balance sheet can be used also to determine whether the company can continue to operate in the future. For example, the financial statement shows what an entity owns assets and owes liabilities as well as the amount of the owned. The financial asset, the statement displays what an entity is the most entity owes liabilities as well as the amount invested in the company equity. Moreover, the balance sheet is a picture that shows our company or overall the capital structure. It can also let you know how long it takes to sell the stocks or whatever and the duration of our debts receivable process. Lastly, keeping the better management to improve our company to habits and overall the financial statement. That's all. Thank you.